Good evening. Okay, so we're headed home from my evening class. So this is behind the high school. Let's see how we're doing here. Alrighty. There go the locks. And we're heading out. Side street beside the high school. And heading on to Franklin Boulevard. Franklin Boulevard, yes, Franklin Boulevard. The one that they want to build umpteen numbers of roundabouts on. I think they wanted to do a total of 11 roundabouts on this stretch of road. People are opposed. I don't think they have much of a choice though, because they also race down this road and they're crazy. So roundabouts would be the best thing to slow them down. So my evening class was pretty good. I had, I believe I had 15 students, which isn't too bad. And I had, well, it was a good number. I mean, it's not great, but it's not bad. And they seem to be happy. Stretch of road, you could go 70 kilometers here for a brief distance. No access, I guess. So they give us a 70 kilometer speed limit. Whatever, it makes it faster to get home, that's for sure. Take the roundabout. I love these little roundabouts. Just treat them the same way you would a regular intersection with signaling, and you do well on a roundabout. Who would need lights there? I mean, there's not enough. It just would be ridiculous. So if there's a regional road around here, they put roundabouts on them right away. The region is fantastic. It's the cities that are still slow about putting roundabouts in. I'm not going to make these lights. I don't drive fast enough to make the lights. No, I don't think I could have made them anyway. I'm probably going to run out of battery before I get home. It keeps on telling me that. Low battery, dismiss. There we go. Yeah, it's not great for you here because all you see is the. I'm not much worried about that. Is the fogged up window. Oh well. On your right, where you cannot see it, is the big YMCA. It's got a big window that shows you the swimmers. But, well, I can point you towards it. There we go. There's the YMCA. That's the YMCA building. And there we have Cambridge Center Honda. We're gonna head up that street. See if I can put you back. Hey, maybe that'll stick. I don't know. Hope so. I didn't see how much. I know how much. Okay, so yeah, that was obviously I shouldn't be talking because it's too late at night and all I want to do is go home, have my coffee, and go to bed. What do you think? That's what I'm gonna do. Go home, have my coffee, and go to bed. I like my night class because they're just so glad to get any kind of instruction at all, and they're all so tired from their day of working. So you can't really go wrong with them. You can't go wrong because they love whatever you do. So I'm tired and they're tired, but we do all right. And I've got good results from my night class. 2 of my morning students were there tonight. So Dilan and Youngha. They came this morning to class and they came tonight. So they're quite dedicated. They don't come on Wednesday, they go to a conversation circle. But on Monday nights they come. And I'm so happy. And it really shows that they want to learn. They want to get as much out as they can out of this ESL experience. Hey. They're getting it. So that's really encouraging. But there are a lot of students that leave early, and so they get less than they could, and less than they should stay, because there are certain things that I do at the end of class for the last half hour of class is when a lot of our discussion happens, because sometimes I try and fit in a discussion earlier in the class, but that just doesn't work sometimes, and so the people who really need the discussion miss out on it. So sometimes I do fit it in because of that. But oft times I just can't. First has to come the grammar and then the discussion using the grammar. Frustrating. Anyway, I got in Flanders Fields. I actually hadn't intended on bringing in Flanders Fields, the poem, to my night class, but I thought, hey, just because it's Remembrance Day tomorrow doesn't mean you can't handle it on Monday night. So I quick on the way to the class, I stopped off at the school, at the church, and did photocopies. Just enough photocopies. I had 15 photocopies and I had 15 students. And we were able to read in Flanders Fields. And I had my student who needs the discussion read in Flanders Fields, and he did a beautiful job. My goodness, he is an orator. So I don't think he has anything to worry about when it comes to speaking, because his rendition of the poem was spectacular. Absolutely spectacular. So I hope my person tomorrow morning does as well. Are you home, Justin? It's Justin's car over there to the left. There's the school, which you didn't see. We just passed the school, and now we're headed home. So tomorrow after the class is over, I will bring my Poppy here to the cenotaph to the right, which is what they say you should do with your poppies on Remembrance Day. You should, once the ceremonies are all over, you should drop them off at the cenotaph, rather than just dropping them unceremoniously in the garbage. You should drop them off at the cenotaph, which I think is going to be nice and symbolic and cool looking. So I approve, and it's on my way home anyway. That should be fun. We're not hitting this light, thank goodness. Well, we haven't run out of juice yet, so yay. My one student in the daytime, in the morning, who is a visitor and who has to pay for every, hour that she gets of instruction, and cannot come punctually at 8:45. She always comes at 9:30 because she has to drop off her kids at school first. So she talked to Francesco this morning, saying, could she get a reduction in, her rate because she's missing, an hour of class or 45 minutes of class. And he said, well, we can't reduce that, but you could come for afternoon class for those 45 minutes that you miss. And she said, I see. He said, well, you think about that. And she went home, and I said to Francesco, she doesn't want to come to afternoon class because she doesn't like the teacher. The reason she was so eager to come to class in the morning was because she wanted to get the hell out of Nancy's class, which she bugged me for a year. And I said, well, if you improve your English, you'll get into my class. And she finally did, but now it's a problem because she lives farther away. So I don't know, I can't do anything for her. Okay, good night. Talk.